I wonder if this is recording with the right microphone, and it looks like it is. And to be honest, it's been a really long while since I've recorded some content for YouTube, for my Telegram channel, for many of my social platforms, to be honest. And as a high ticket closer who runs my own, obviously runs my own product, in terms of my own coaching, we've been doing 5 figures a month consistently, alhamdulillah. And life's just been really, really busy, subhanallah. Like we've done so many like big things with our community now. We've got like 85 high ticket paid community members, roughly around there, probably 75. Yeah, more like 75. Well, 85 people in our community are in our paid community, but you know, there are also, older members from the start. So let's say 75, 70, high ticket members who, aren't appointment setting, got a bunch of brothers who've, scaled up to, 4 figures now. We've got the likes of, one of my best students, Aqib, who's done like 30K now since being unemployed in January. He's yeah, like he still has to collect some of that cash. Obviously, some that's not totally cash collected. He's done somewhere around there. Obviously, we've been rolling out listen, this video is not for me to talk about my paid community and talk about, all this sort of success, blah blah blah, that my paid community members are achieving. This video is more just to connect, really, to be honest, to talk to you about what's happening in my life as somebody who's works high ticket, full-time high ticket sales, right? Because obviously I've got several years of experience. Obviously now, I used to work as a closer for a B2B services company before I obviously transitioned, and then I started my own. I was appointment setting, closing for them. Then I started my own appointment setting agency. Had a couple clients in appointment setting, and then I was appointment setting for some of my own small B2C products until obviously I launched this community basically where I'm helping brothers become, appointment setters. Um, so obviously I have some experience in high ticket sales. I've been in, just for the B2B services agency, which I was doing, which I was selling high tickets for. I generated from upsells and from cold traffic, I generated $180,000 for them. Um, over a long span of time. So I actually recently actually let go of my 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 role with them because I wasn't really working actively like for the last couple months with them. I was just receiving commissions on, big tickets which I'd set before on some big tickets basically. But yeah, I mean look, like so much has subhanallah changed, I'm growing older, 21 now. Um and I guess, look, man, I got married when I was 19, right? Got married when I was 19. Like I remember I really got into, selling high tickets. Like I closed a high ticket because for this B2B services agency, I was setting and closing. So a setter, somebody who sets appointments, and then a closer is somebody who gets onto the appointments and closes the prospects, right? I was actually able to do both at the start. It was, dealing with cold traffic a lot, so it was, very concentrated on bigger projects. And I was in a position where I was sort of, I would say, alhamdulillah, blessed by Allah, that I had access to, a seven figure entrepreneur to coach me, right? Maybe an 8 figure in terms of net worth. But I think it's very important, especially in this niche industry, that you have like some credible place to take knowledge from, especially when getting into high ticket sales, right? Into selling digital services, products, coaching for high ticket online, whether you're an appointment setter or closer. As I said again, I just want to track back. Like an appointment setter is somebody who sets appointments, and a closer is somebody who gets onto those appointments and closes those appointments. Does that make sense? So yeah, I actually got a high ticket close yesterday, $1,510. Um, And yeah, I've been taking it pretty slow over the past couple of weeks. Like obviously, look, we've been in good five. I've been doing good 5 figures in my own income for the past couple of months, alhamdulillah. But Yeah, the point of this video is just to catch up because, to be honest, like I stopped putting out content for a while, subhanallah, on my Telegram channel and on my YouTube as well for a little while. So I just decided to get in front of a camera and talk to you about what I'm doing at the age of 21, working in high ticket sales. Another big thing, forgot to mention, in June, we helped Tom Defile launch, actually give him five salesmen: Khalid, Meleh, Saif, Aqib. Aqib. Don't forget Aqib. You shouldn't forget, he's the highest earner in our paid community. And he's my beloved brother. May Allah preserve him. Not saying you can't forget him, but you get the point. And also Khalid, Saif, Melih, Abidur Rahman, and Aqib. Right, these five guys. They got on to interviews in May, maybe May 31st, maybe, or May 30th. They were hired, or somewhere around there. Then June, basically, they launched. Sorry about that. Stop recording for a second. Yeah, like in June they did a six-figure launch, and um yeah, like a lot of stuff has happened, right? They did a six-figure launch, and a bunch of them made four figures in commission. Each of them they generated maybe like $40,000, $50,000 for Tom Defile. He was selling a product, basically. It's a course, 1.5K on basically running your own sort of drop service. I think some sort of agency. They were selling that, and that was quite a big thing for the paid communities because five of them got like good jobs straight out, in June. And a bunch of other stuff's happened. Like different brothers jumped into different roles. Obviously, Aqib left that because now he landed a role in Muslimpreneur. Bunch of brothers, making money and on many projects right now. To be honest, in high ticket sales, like my beloved brother Aqib Muhajir in Malaysia, right? He left from America, and he's racking cash, alhamdulillah, in Malaysia with his family. May Allah preserve him. Just from high ticket sales, like the high ticket sales industry, selling coaching services online and working as a high ticket salesman. So not worrying about actually how to fulfill that stuff, but just selling it on the front end can be really lucrative. Can be really, really, really lucrative. I've got a bunch of stuff coming out. Like I was on that Tom Defile team. I was offered a role as a closer. So they were obviously working on the front end, sort of helping sell the 1.5K tickets, but they wanted me to come in and sell the upsell people from the 1.5K ticket to the 5K product, right? The upsell, sort of get people who've come in on this product to another product, right? And I turned that down. I turned that down, And the targeted earnings were 10 to 20K a month, and I was offered that. And you can look at Tom Defile, like go on Instagram, like he's got 300K followers. Because obviously this, his kind of COO saw my closing experience, alhamdulillah, and he wanted me to come on and obviously close on these calls, right? But I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it because of time constraints. Obviously, I'm running my own community. I'm helping these brothers now. I've been telling you, I've got like 75, 80 brothers. A lot of brothers who I need to help. And I'm helping them, and a bunch of them are in appointment setting roles. Alhamdulillah. And I don't need to go through all the the stories. By the way, if you want to join our appointment setting program where you get coached by me, like I coached my community 6 times last week, 5 times a week before that, already 4 times this week. Actually, today it's 2:50 a.m. in the morning when I'm recording this right now. But today we have a coaching call. Tomorrow we have a coaching call, so we're gonna have 6 this week. And subhanallah, yeah, if you want to basically like jump into appointment setting, make remote money. Like I bumped into somebody from that Tom Defile high ticket sales team who came into my program 25th June, and until 4th May, he jumped onto a coaching call. His name's Abidur Rahman, and he said, I've almost made $1,000 in like 10 days. SubhanAllah. I bumped into him in Jum'ah yesterday, and you know, he's been making sales obviously for this product, right? Which is really good. So yeah, look, if you're watching this and you watch this far in this video, this catch up video, obviously, and you're trying to get into our paid program so you can accelerate to becoming a high ticket salesman appointment setter, then just simply jump into our free school community and message one of the admins, right? They can walk you through process and stuff like that. But anyway, this is not meant to be a sales video. I said this is meant to be a catch up, right? This is meant to be a catch up about a general catch up, right? Okay, what else is going on, right? We built that sales team. We also hired a bunch of guys for Tanim Zaman sales team. Tanim Zaman's done $1.7 million in coaching services. You know, we've just kickstarted his sales team with 3 guys. 3 appointment setters, hired them again from the paid community. You know, paid community members are getting jobs. Just look, go to our free community, click wins and look through the wins. By the way, free community link down below, down below, inshallah. And yeah, man, I've just been going, you know, wave on wave. Like, I mean, ever since I got into high ticket sales, I was kind of balancing it, you know, with education in terms of obviously, because look, my parents invested hundreds of thousands of dollars into my education, right? In terms of the formal matrix education, basically. May Allah reward both of them and be pleased with them and guide them to that which He loves. You know, guide them to that which He loves and be pleased with them. And I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He makes both of them from those slaves which are pleased, which He's pleased with, subhanAllah. How much do we owe our parents in terms of, you know, what they spent on us, what they've done for us? Yeah, but that was very important to them. So obviously I was, you know, in my early, because I've been in high ticket sales for years, right? As I said, I worked for that B2B service agency. I was still, when I was making like 3-4K a month, obviously now I'm making steady 5 figures, alhamdulillah. When I was making 3-4K a month in USD, I was still balancing with education. So I would kind of do University King's College London online remotely. I wouldn't really go in. But obviously once the 5 figures started coming in, obviously building these sales teams, training appointment setters. Obviously after obviously some time of being in high ticket sales, obviously this is not media. Obviously, I stopped that education. I think that was a big leap. I mean, look, a lot of brothers are looking. For me, it was a bit later than I wanted it to be. That alhamdulillah, you know, you have to try to get the ridwan of the parents. So it's very important. So I was trying to walk away, which would go with both, but no, I didn't need that. I wasn't going to work in any formal education or anything whatsoever. I pursued high ticket sales from the first place to get out the matrix. I didn't need that. Like, I was just trying to balance it, but you know, it didn't balance, and it's been a while since I've dropped out of that, and it was one of the best decisions I've ever made, I believe. So yeah. And I'm actually going to drop another link of what people are achieving in our paid community right now in terms of, you know, jumping into appointment setting, high ticket sales. These are young guys. Like, we don't got any old guys in our community. If you basically don't like your 9 to 5, right, and you want to make hijrah, or you want to get married, or you want to basically move around, be geographically unconstricted by, obviously, first by the will of Allah, then, you know, check out the links below. And I hope to be making more content because some pivotal things are going on they're going on in my life, and some pivotal things that happen in my life. Like, obviously, I don't want to, like, I share a lot about my business life, but I don't want to share a lot about my own personal life because some stuff's not meant to be shared. And ayn is haq, so I would rather not. But be very busy. And obviously with the business, like, just check out my calendar, like how many calls I take a week, you know, getting more brothers in, coaching brothers, you know, how many sales teams I'm, you know, trying to get, you know, I have my hands in, you know, because these days, like, a lot of influencers sell high ticket products, and obviously, you know, that's what we're doing. We're trying to place appointment setters, train them, get them good, and place them in our network with different influencers, you know, a lot, you know, and help them get roles rather. So yeah, if you're interested in becoming an appointment setter, obviously check out the links below. But that'll be it for me for this video. and hopefully I can catch you in the next one. Assalamu alaikum.